Hello students, how are you? I'm glad that everything is fine with you. What I am going to talk about today is adjectives. I'd like to make you a short presentation about adjectives, their functions, their place or role in the structure of the sentence, and the definition of adjectives. Now let's start. Before starting the lesson, first let's define the adjectives of the lesson. Adjectives. What is adjective? Adjective is the purpose or aim of the lesson. My objectives for today's lesson. By the end of the lesson, the students will be able to A. Get and analyze the information about adjectives. B. The students will be able to compare and define the role of adjectives in their sentence and speech. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word we use to describe a person's place or thing. An adjective modifies nouns or pronouns. Without adjectives, we couldn't or we wouldn't know if you had a serene vacation or a disastrous vacation. Now, let's dive into the intricacies of this important part of speech, so you can identify an adjective when you see one. Functions of adjectives. Here I have found 4 functions of adjectives. The first function is adjectives are information gatherers. Number 2, adjectives answer questions. The third function is adjectives use certain suffixes. And the last one, adjectives use certain replacement in a sentence. Now let's look through each of these functions. The first function. Adjectives are information gatherers. What are adjectives? When it comes to function, adjectives are information gatherers. Specifically, they provide further information about an object's size, shape, age, color, origin, or material. Here are some examples of adjectives in action. The first example, it's a big table. The adjective big shows the size or gives an information about the size of the table. The next sentence, it's a round table. Of course, the information is about the shape of the table. It's an old table. It means that it's not a new one, but it's an old table. It shows the age. It's a brown table. Color. It's an English table. It's not a Kyrgyz, it's not Russian table. It's an English table. It means the origin of the table. It's a wooden table. What material this table is made from? Of course, this information gives about the material of the table. It's a lava table, opinion. It's a broken table, observation. It's a coffee table, purpose. We see here in the sentences, the adjectives show objects, size, shape, age, color, origin, material, opinion, observation, and purpose. The next function. Adjectives answer questions. Adjectives serve another important role. They answer questions like which one, how many, and what kind. You can see how do this job in the following examples. Which cat did you see? It was the gray cat. What kind of potatoes do you buy? I bought red potatoes. How many cars were in the parking lot? There were few cars. How many people like ice cream? Most people like ice cream. Which spoon did you use to stir the soup? I used the wooden spoon. What kind of coffee do you like? I like black coffee. You see, all these adjectives answer the questions which one, how many, and what kind. The next function is adjectives use certain suffixes. At our previous lesson, we took suffixes and prefixes, yes, and I think that you have understood the suffix at that lesson. A suffix is the ending portion of a word. Ending portion of a word. They often follow familiar patterns. In general, many English adjectives end with these suffixes. These are the suffixes which, by the end, what adding them is formed adjective. Able, examples, adorable, responsible, uncomfortable. ALL, yeah? Educational, gradual, illegal. Suffix N, American, Mexican, urban. Suffix ent, intelligent, silent, violent. Also less, careless, endless, formless. Some, for example, wearisome, handsome, lonesome. This is the third function of adjectives. The next one. Adjectives use certain placement in a sentence. What if you come across a word that doesn't have one of the above suffixes, but you still suspect it's an adjective? You can use sentence placement as a clue. For instance, some adjectives end in y or u, every or eight, or any other suffix for that matter. These words can be nouns, adverbs, verbs, or adjectives. The key to knowing whether a word is an adjective is to look at where it is and what it is doing in the sentence. You see, these are the last functions of adjective. Now, the order of adjectives in the sentence. In many languages, adjectives denoting attributes usually occur in a specific order. Generally, the adjective order in English is, first, you should put the determiner, its articles here, definite or indefinite article. Then the next one, you should put quantity or number. The third one, quality or opinion. Number 4, size. After size, you should put the age, then shape, next color, the next one, proper adjective, then purpose or qualifier, and the last one, you should put the noun. We'll look through these words again. For example, I love that beautiful, old, big, green antique car that always parked at the end of the street. You see here, these in the sentence we have the following words. Beautiful, it shows the quality. Old, age. Big, its size. Green, color. Antique, its proper adjective, then car. You see, this is the structure or the place of adjectives in the sentence. The next sentence. My sister has a big, beautiful tan and white bulldog. Size, quality, color, and color. A wonderful old Italian clock. It's a simple sentence, you see. A wonderful, its opinion. Old, age, Italian clock, its origin. A big square blue box. Dimension, shape, color. Some slim new French trousers. Dimension, age, origin. An amazing new American movie. Opinion, age, origin. I bought a pair of black leather shoes. Color and material. The forming or the formation of adjectives. Some adjectives can be identified by their endings. Typical adjective endings include able, full, ick. Examples: able, understandable, capable, readable, incredible. Mathematical, functional, influential, chemical. Full, beautiful, bashful, helpful, harmful. Ick, artistic, manic, rustic, terrific. Sometimes when adding these endings, changes have to be made. Here are some rules for forming adjectives and their exceptions. Adding, for example, suffix L, yeah? Exceptions. If ending with N, E, drop it. When we add the suffix L, if the word is ended with the letter E, then the letter is dropped out. The next word, nature function, then adjective, natural, functional. If ending with an E, drop it. For example, word ice, adjective, icy. The letter is dropped. Oil, oily. Adjectives can be formed from different words. They can be formed from nouns. This is a table of adjectives that are formed from nouns. Noun, accident. Adjective, accidental. Noun, danger. Adjective, dangerous. Noun, length. Adjective, long. Then the next part table is adjectives or are adjectives that are formed from verbs. Verb, enjoy. Adjective, enjoyable. Verb, help, to help. Adjective, helpful. Verb, to obey. Adjective, obedient. Or even from other adjectives. Adjectives are also formed from other adjectives. For example, the word comic itself, this word itself is adjective, but it can be from this word also we can form adjective too. Comical, correct, corrective, elder, elderly, red, reddish. Examples of forming adjectives. Now let's give examples. In order to be more, you should understand the adjectives or use them in your sentences to make clear. Our house color is a kind of yellow. It means we live in a yellowish house. Next sentence. He often acts like a child. He often acts in a childish way. The event was a big success. We enjoyed a successful event. We enjoyed the sound of the drum's rhythm. We enjoyed the drum's rhythmic sound. She adopted a dog without a home. She adopted a homeless dog. Look out, that plant is poison. Look out for that poisonous plant. It looks like it will rain today. It looks like we'll have rainy weather today. These are examples of forming adjectives. So in conclusion, I want to say that adjectives are as a part of speech has a big role in English. An adjective modifies a noun. That is, it provides more detail about a noun. This can be anything from color to size to temperature to personality. The functions, word order, and the forming of adjectives are described in this presentation. That's all for today, and next time we'll continue what adjectives mainly there were degrees of comparison, and some other types of adjectives. For today, that's all. Thank you for your attention.